pretty good. A lot better than last year. So.
What was going through your mind as you're walking out on the field to kick the field goal?
Well, in the moment, nothing. I mean, it's a hard feeling to explain. I mean, it happened last year at, like, Northwestern, or it's like I black out. I mean, I can't, like, it's hard to explain, but, like, the second you leave that sideline, you're just acting on what you've practiced.
So they call a timeout and you make that first one. What is your kind of thought process when you're going through that?
It's like, oh yeah, I got this. The wind's not doing crap to my ball. It's definitely going in again.
Last year, this game, missed a couple kicks. You didn't get a chance the last one. I'm sure that stuck with you probably all off season.
Oh yeah.
Were you thinking in the back of your mind, I want redemption, I want to have a shot at it again, whether it's against Nebraska or somebody else, and then to have this opportunity, what's that mean for you?
I mean, it means everything, you know. Like, I was looking forward to this game. I know, I mean, I can say that now, but I was looking forward to this game just because it's, first of all, I don't like Nebraska. They always mess with us pregame. I mean, they didn't this year, but usually, like the previous years, they mess with us pregame. And I don't know, they're just in the way, and they just, I don't know, they mess with our warm-up. And, yeah, I mean, it sucks when somebody else is out there doing your job. I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, that does suck, especially when you train all year round, like, doing it. So, yeah, this one felt really good. But I was confident, ready to go out there and do it.
Drew, what's your maximum? How far could you kick one from? Tonight, that would have went in maybe for 58 yards.
I mean, with adrenaline like that, who knows? Like, I don't even know myself how much adrenaline adds to it, but I did make a 64-yarder that direction at halftime, and that's part of the reason for the line change. I don't know how it works on the TV, like the little field goal line, but yeah.
Thank you.
What was kind of the moments after that? Like, you know, kind of teammates and everything.
I mean, that was the most tired I've been in a football game. I don't know, the sprint down there. You know what's crazy is actually people ask me, like, do you play in your celebrations? And that one we were actually talking about, like, at, like, the second quarter or something. We're like, dude, we should go lead the team down to the trophy if we hit it. And then, you know, Max basically takes the ball from Mahomes Jr. and then here we go.
Jay talked about at halftime how, you know, in the locker room you guys are really confident that, like he said, you didn't know how you're gonna get a win. You guys are gonna end up getting a win.
Yeah, see that's Iowa football right there. That was a great team win. I mean, a lot of people just say that, but I feel like that is an Iowa football staple game. Like, even though offense was having their struggles, they found a way to get points on the board and get field position. And special teams, they had the muff, and we capitalized on it. Kickoffs were good all day. The kickoff team covered great. And the snap and hold on the field goals and ops was better than theirs, you know, so.
Coach Woods talked about a couple weeks ago that he just felt like you were, I think, like a lion to be uncaged or something like that this season, maybe relative to...
I think it's a tiger.
Tiger,
yeah.
Okay.
People reference that in the yeah.
Sorry, wild animals. Well, did you feel that way going into this season, or is that something that he said to you based on the fact that you know the quote and everything?
Yeah. I mean, I try to not, like, let what other people say, like, affect me, but I don't know. I don't mind, like, people say you shouldn't let other people affect you. I let other people drive me. Like, if people doubt you, I don't know, I let that fuel me. And I felt like I had doubters after last season, so, yeah, that fueled me.
You talked about how you wanted to finish this season strong because you knew that last season you started off well and then weren't able to end as well. Mm-hmm. What do you think the difference was between this season and last season that allowed you now to finish the way that you are?
I'll probably just say maturity. And, like, this might seem like a little thing, but I felt more comfortable this season in the position I was in the room. Like, I'm a leader, and when you're a leader, you don't have room to, like, mess up in, like, the little areas. Like, the little things do build and add up, and I feel like I was, like, just a careless underclassman last year in terms of, like, the little things, like, away from the field, like, not, like, taking care of, like, schoolwork or, like, showing up, like, right at the beginning of, like, obligations I had in the facility or things like that. And this year you can't do that because you're trying to be a role model to the new specialists in the room. So, I mean, I think that plays a big part into it.
Drew, it's 9 of 10 over Nebraska. What's the difference between what you guys do here and over there?
I think it's the details, man. I think it's the little things that we do well. That's what we focus on. We even focus on that way back in summer. Like, you miss a line, everybody goes back 5 yards because we're a team. One guy messes up, everybody messes up. And I don't know how Nebraska does it, but we don't muff punts here. So.
LeVar went up to you after the celebration, and can you just talk about what he's meant to you in your football career?
I mean, he means everything. He's the guy that basically got me here. He gave me the opportunity to play in the game and play in it today. And seeing him cry got me emotional after that game. I love him.
Green grass, I guess, but not for a little quick second. But I took it personal, put my shoulder down, and just kept going. And I told myself the team needed me in that moment, and I was not gonna let my seniors down. So I just said I got to make a play for the team, and I got to put the team on my back. So I did that, and the defense played well, and Drew came out with the clutch kick, and we won the game. So it's not just me that just won. It was the defense. It was the O-line. It was Dayton on that play. Helped me score. He did a good block. And then Drew, kicked field goal, timeout, and then on the pressure again, kicked it again. And he's amazing. So, the whole team. I just love this whole team. So.
Did you feel like you were going to score on that?
Yeah, I just told myself, I'm going to go score. I don't care what's in my way. So I just went, put my head down and just went.
Did you happen to see a replay? Because there were a couple moments where there were 3 Nebraska tacklers,
really?
would-be tacklers.
I didn't even know that.
Okay. So you didn't see a replay of it yet?
No, not yet. So.
Jay said there was a lot of animosity pregame with Nebraska. Did you experience any of that as well, or did you guys get kind of fired up by some of this stuff?
No, we were fired up, but we was all quiet. We was locked in to focus. You didn't hear nothing in the hotel. Everybody was not talking. Everybody was just locked in to focus and ready to go. So, I took that personally, and it was like I gotta do something for my team, and just probably, that's it, to be honest. So I'm sure. So.
What do you work on harder, running the ball or coming out of the backfield catching it like you did on the
both, especially coming out of the backfield and catching it, because that's you've been another liability and you've been reliable to your team. So I take that very personally, and I work on that every day in practice, and catch the balls after practice and stuff like that with the wide receivers. So I take that very personally, and I take that in consideration. So
blocking too.
Very. Yep.
After you made that catch, and when you watch this, you'll probably be amazed at what you did. But after you do all that, was all of it instinctive with you to stiff arm somebody, then drive somebody 6 yards, then drive through 3 other guys, and then outrace somebody in the other position?
Well, yeah, Coach Bessie always tell me to, just always finish and always use my, my size and my strength and my speed, and that was the whole time I proved it. So, just that right there just showed me what I can do and how strong I am. So, that just motivated me even more to, in the future, wherever I am and all that. So, just be strong and, just run hard all the time. So.
I saw you were super emotional after the game. Can you just talk about what was going through your mind?
I was just amazing myself, and I was just so happy with my team and so happy with my whole line, for blocking for me. And like I said, Dayton, awesome. The fans were there. Even when it was cold, 14 degrees. Who wanted to be on the 14-degree weather? But it was just an unreal moment for me, and I took that very in consideration because it was my team, and I scored, and it was just amazing. So.
Caleb, if this is your last game in Kinnick, I guess, what are you leaving with after this game? What are you taking from this game into the future?
It'll be a memory for sure, but I don't even know my decision yet. Probably playing the bowl game. I don't know yet, but in that moment right there, it was just. I don't even know what to say. I got too many thoughts right now. But, like I said, I just love my team. And, I love every one of them, especially Coach Ferentz and the staff and, just everybody believing in me. So.
You think you should be invited to New York?
Well, I'll give it to whoever does that, See, if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Then I don't care. So, I'm just happy that, got to win with my team and, celebrating. So, yeah.
Do you have a timeline for when you want to make that decision?
Shoot, it came too fast. I don't even know. So, like I said, I'll probably play the bowl game, so I don't even know yet. So.
I've got my history right. You're the only Hawkeye who's ever scored a touchdown in every single game of the regular season. In this Kinnick game like this and be able to step into a place where you were 1-1 in that regard. What's that like to you? What's that mean to you?
It's very awesome, man. Me just doing that, me coming off of last year and, having me a little downfall year, like I said, that really opened my eyes last year, not to take things for granted because everything can be gone in a click of a second. So, just to always play hard and give it your all like it's your last. So, with me just having that mindset, it just separated me and, just went out there and played good. So I just, really just give respect to my team and, just give respect to my O-line and Coach Ferentz and especially Coach Betts for believing in me. So.
When you make this decision, what are some of the factors that are going to be important to you?
I don't even know, man, to be honest. Like I said, it just came too fast. I feel like right now, like I said, I probably played a bowl game, but right now my focus is, going to celebrate my team. So I really can't, really think about that right now. So.
It's not easy for most of the game to pick up chunk plays.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it do you put on yourself to make a play like you did on that long touchdown?
When the ball's in my hands, I always be hard on myself if I, get like 4 yards or something, because I always believe that I want to score a touchdown every time I get the ball. So I be hard on myself, and I go back and look at the iPad and see what I did and what I got to do better. So I just always, just hard as myself. Like I said, I'm never satisfied. So whatever I could do to do better, I do that. So.
2 more questions.
Caleb, you've had 10 touchdowns, 20-plus yards this year. Does any one of them stand out, or you got to go back to last year's, or stand out at the number one? Let's go back to, say, the Illinois game last year where you clinched a division.
I'm going to go way back. I'm going to go with the freshman year of the Purdue game. So, that really just opened me up after that. After that, it just really just showed what I can do. And, like I said, after that year, I had a little down year. So I felt like nobody don't need a down year, but I feel like I need that really to open up my eyes and, really see what I can do and not to take stuff for granted. So.
I guess in this game, and all the games that you played, I know it's still so fresh, but this game has to be up there, kind of like in your Hawkeye career, like one of those memorable games that when you look back in your career, this will be has to be like up on the top of one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, with the seniors, they're really big, and even my freshman year, my sophomore year, last games, it was the seniors, just basing off them, and just trying to get them a win when they last time out here. So that was all that was on my mind was, just get them a win and just celebrate with them. So for the last time, so.
My sister too. She made the trip out to watch this game. Is pretty special, pretty awesome.
Seeing Caleb make that play. It was just get him the ball, right? That was the ball?
That's the call.
Okay, and then you just watch him make a play, or I guess, what did you see?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, watch Caleb do Caleb things. We all know what he can do. Like I said before, he's made big plays all year, and he just did it again.
Should he go to New York?
I think he should go to whoever wants to take him as quickly.
Heisman.
Oh, the Heisman.
The trophy.
Oh, I did not know that was in New York. Oh, yeah, 100%. I was thinking you meant the Giants, but sorry. Yeah.
You ever played in a game this cold?
I've never played in a game this cold. I've been at a game when I was at Colorado State. Yeah, that was a little bit colder than this, but I've never played in one.
Was it a challenge for you throwing the football?
No, not really. I mean, staying warm out there is obviously just on the sideline. I mean, those TV timeouts are killer, just over and over again, just sitting out there for 2 minutes. But no, I felt good. Yeah.
How'd you guys overcome? They were stuffing the run. They were selling out. How did you guys finally kind of try to get the ball moving a little more?
I mean, credits to Coach Lester. I mean, he's a great play caller. I mean, we obviously had a plan going in that didn't go how we wanted to at first, and I'll take the blame for some of those plays. And we were just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, but we did a great job responding.
A couple more questions for Jackson.
How would you assess your overall performance in your first start at Kinnick Stadium?
I mean, we got the win. That's what matters. So, yeah, good.
I'm sure you've been asked this throughout, conversations that they're having here. But first start, it ends like this. I mean, how do you feel right now?
I feel amazing. I mean, everyone always said I don't really get too high, get too low, kind of just chilling. But this is really cool. This is a very cool moment. Pretty emotional.
Is there a spin move?
I mean, I tried to hit a couple spin moves, obviously, but that last one, I beat him around with speed. So, yep, surprised it wasn't a spin.
So you knew you had it when?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I came around the corner and his ball was right down by the hip, and I kind of reached out for it. And I had the ball in my hand. I got up. I'm like, are you kidding me? They can't call him down. I had the ball in my hand, but yeah, I knew for sure that was turnover. Nope.
I was gonna say, I think you were the only person, even on the field, that thought you had the football too.
Yeah, probably everyone's looking like I'm crazy. I'm running down the field, But yeah, nope.
Have you had a chance to talk to Drew since the game ended?
I've not yet.
Okay.
I mean, what a freaking kick by him. What a beast. Yep.
I think to have a play like that to wrap up a regular season where you just, every time you had an opportunity to make a play, just what have these last 12 big games been like?
Oh my gosh, I mean, this season's just been up and down, and for us to end like this, I mean, this is out of a dream, you can't draw it up any better than this. Do it for our seniors. I mean, it was just a super good team win. Yep.
Did you know you had some sort of angle going on that sack when, before the play even?
I mean,
or was it
I just felt like throughout the game I was consistently being around the edge with speed, and the ball just happened to be out, and I just kind of trusted that if I keep beating them, something's gonna happen. So.
Ethan said Kelvin met with you guys before the start of the fourth quarter, right when the fourth quarter started, and said it's going to be a culture win. How do you kind of coach you guys?
Yeah, I mean that last drive. I mean, he was talking about this is literally what we play. This is what you dream of as a kid. This is what you play for right here. And so that last drive, the crowd's going crazy, the music's. I mean, that was amazing. That was awesome. So.
I guess what do you think of?
He definitely got his priorities in line and was able to have an unbelievable season. So, super happy for him.
Take us through that, the late turnover. Where were you at on that play?
I was rushing the right side. I was trying to get some collapse in the pocket. I'm looking over the tackle's shoulder. I just see Max get there, and the quarterback goes down. I didn't know the ball was out though.
Yeah.
So then to see that, I was like, that's awesome. I looked at the Jumbotron, ball was out. Really cool.
What was it like seeing that on the replay?
Unbelievable. I was like, please let this go our way, and it did. So
Feels so strangely reminiscent of how last year's game ended. You were the one that got the interception last year. What did you say to Max after you saw him do? Were you like, hey, mine was better?
No, I did not say that. I was just like, I'm so proud of you. I told all these guys I love him because I do. He's worked his butt off, fought through a lot of adversity just to be able to do something like that, so it's awesome to see.
You guys seem to be really close to getting one of those. I think you knocked it loose 2 other times in this game. I think maybe you knocked one of them loose.
Yeah, I'm glad that it happened when it did, and not the other time. I mean, it would be nice for all of them to be turnovers, but yeah, definitely a good time for it to happen.
2 sacks in the first quarter. Was there something you guys saw in the game plan that did you see kind of an opening there, or was that kind of a surprise to you too that you got that?
I wouldn't say it's a surprise, but I was just able to kind of capitalize on some of the things I saw on film. I don't want to reveal them, but yeah, I was very happy with that.
Can you speak to kind of how he's battled back and just been the kicker he has been this year?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, that's a testament to who he is and what his character is and how he works. And also just a testament to, kind of the guys we have on our team, right? We have guys that when things don't go perfect and they're not quite where they want to be, it's not just, woe is me, move on. No, we're going to nose to the grindstone and work till we get what we want.
Can you talk about the culture that's enabled you guys to be, one first down at halftime, down 10-0, nothing's going right. Yet you grind. Big play, a couple of turnovers, boom, you beat a rival.
Yeah, I think from an O-line perspective, unfortunately we, in the past maybe have had a little bit of experience with, I don't want to say failure, but you know what I mean. But also just, the guys that we have, the game's never over, you're never out, especially in a game like that, right? 10-point game, defense is playing unbelievable, and I think really that's just what Iowa is, right? Team football.